Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. Today is episode 135. We are doing, we're getting to the bottom of the pocket change, man. This is going to be, I really hope I get to replenish this before it's over. I mean, what are you going to do? I have to figure something out. This has been probably the most fun that I've had outside of those really old bank rolls that I have gotten from some of the banks. This would probably be a close second, if not, right there with it. And let's see. I think I'm going to break this up into. Um, let's try to do 10 to 15-minute videos. And how much do I want to do throughout the whole thing here? So I'm just going to make a little pile. I see some copper in here. I want to make sure I have some copper in here. There's a lot of copper in here, actually. All right, so let's do. This looks like a lot of pennies. This one looks like it has a. I can see it from far away. There's a lot of good stuff in there, man. This is gonna be so sad when the last video I do is gonna be it's gonna be sad for me, Anyway, with that said, in episode 134, I found this crazy penny. That has some really, really interesting marks. And I really hope that I get some assistance with maybe by the time this it shows, I already know, but I really hope I get some assistance finding out what these marks are. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there at the very beginning. I'm still waiting for the 1982 penny for the book for the giveaway, and we should be doing that very soon. Okay, let's see what we find here. Holy moly, man. See, I thought copper, but then I'm looking at it, I'm going, nah, this is a zinc. But so close. I got the scales right here. So, I mean, it's so dark, man. 254. Wow, is that a dark? I'll actually put this to the side, man. It's unbelievable. I guess how they did which is funny. That's just, it's a couple hundredths of a gram over 150. Like maybe they made a slightly, because it's the first year without copper, maybe they made it slightly darker. It's too far away. It's dirt, water spots. Yeah, that penny is outrageous. The one that I showed at the beginning. The only thing I can say, the more I have to get it under the microscope. I guess maybe I'll do it live too. I don't know if I can do it live because you have to have the microscope has to be plugged in. It's a little complicated. I know Eric from keeneEyeCollectables. He's really good at that stuff. He does the live microscope videos. His information's below in the description. Yeah, we found a lot of really interesting pennies lately. So I mean, I never even knew that there was something called a finger lever, something like that. And it a finger feeder. First year 2010, first year shield. a finger feeder. So it looks like all countries have a finger feeder, because when I looked on eBay, they you can buy them. They're expensive for obvious reasons. Just like you can buy the dies also. And sometimes I guess the penny gets hung up. That's our first copper of the day. Let's make it a second right here. I guess sometimes the penny gets hung up with this feeder finger, and it'll cause a like a windshield wiper 69 floating roof. No, see, it's the 69D that gets the floating roof. 69, you can see it's not there. And the FG. And so I had one, but I didn't know what it was. I was like, oh, look at this little line with this scrape on the penny. And someone left a message, a comment. Look at this one. I'm gonna put that to the side. There's some of them here that look like they might even be wheat cents. I'm gonna weigh that 84. Wow, that's a beauty, huh? Gold looking. Wow, what a toner. How about off camera? Oh yeah, what a sheen. What a sheen that has, huh? Isn't that a wonderful sheen? Sheen. What an odd word. Sheen. Oh, there's something there too. What's that? A strike through action? Oh, that's a beauty. I'll put this to the side too. That's something. 87D, 87D, 87D. So someone left a comment on a different coin and said, oh, that looks like a feeder finger error. Oh, look at that. And let me tell you, let me look at this. That's another error I saw in the error. So he made me, which was good, right? Got me moving. It was a hair. Oh man, it was a hair. It was a hair. There it goes. It's on my finger feeder. Finger feeder hair error. I was hoping it was a. There's a name for the die crack when it comes from the edge like that. Spike. That's what it's called. It's called a die spike. Die spike. I mean, this is the type of stuff. If you're doing this long enough on a regular basis, you start to learn these more obscure errors, and that's really what I hope to learn myself. Number one, right? Because I'm putting in much more time than the average person is, right? So I'm doing all the work for you, man. You know, all you have to do is sit back with popcorn and watch my videos. It's all you got to do. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Hear me talking about fingers, feeder finger, fickaruckas, and spikes, and that's a coin. See how they look? Looks like a football. That's a rim dent. That's actually a mint error. That's a mint error, but it's common, right? So you don't get. But it's good to know those things, you know. If someone says, "Oh, that's post mint damage," it's not post mint damage. Rim dents happen at the mint, but it doesn't give any value. But I'm just saying, it's good. This is what we're here for. We're here to learn, not to criticize. And again, when this person, I'm going to weigh this one. So the person told me, "Hey, that looks like a finger picker-upper," you know, and I was like, "All right." And when I went looking for what it was, 2.5. First of all, I didn't think the one that he said met the criteria of what a finger feeder damage was. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh my god! I just did a video on this, asking for help for what it was." So that was crazy, man. I couldn't believe that. But thanks to this person's comment, you know what I'm saying? So that was super. That's how important the comments are, man. That one, you know, there's this like a web where everything gets interconnected. You know, all the videos start to get connected, and this is probably post-mint damage. See, it's on both sides, you know. So this is a good example what happens to a coin when it's. Well, you know, if you see if this would have been, and then I would have flipped it over and it would have been mint, it probably wouldn't be post-mint damage because that's almost impossible, you know. I'm just saying that's how my brain works, and that's you know, I start to think in those terms of, you know, the what the coin has been through to make those marks. Feeder finger error. Say that 10 times fast. Feeder finger error, finger error, feeder finger error, feeder finger error. So 1998, white AM. No white AM, but you can't say that doesn't look doubled. Let me check that out. Let me get my little cloth out here to see if I clean some dirt off. All kinds of stuff happening here. Oh, let me just wipe this a little bit because I need to know if it's dirt or if it's a doubling, because that's a huge difference and I can't really tell. Let's go a little closer. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's doubled. Anywhere else? Usually you'll see it someplace else. It's really dirty up there. You know, and that's the problem. You know, people say, oh, don't clean coins. If you can't see the error, then that's pointless. You know, I would rather have a clean coin with the error designation than a dirty coin that says what's that, unable to identify error. I mean, come on, man. That's just common sense. And anyway, I guess that a lot of people lack that. So, you know, if you want to criticize others for cleaning, you're going to get criticized for not cleaning. I think there's a double in there on the A. So, and I think there's a double in there on the D. 2011. So it's not a repunch mint mark because they stopped doing that in 89. It's a little machine shadow. Machine shadow, machine shadow. Have you seen my machine shadow? Yeah, you can see the little D. It's not a good one. That's oh my god. That's the problem with these little. That was the one? Yeah, that's the one. With having very limited. I think that's the first time that's ever happened. Maybe it happened one other time. That's not true. But also, I just noticed that the phone is not. It's not in there tight. The levers. All right. Sorry about that. You know what? On that note, let's end part 1. Let's go to part 2.